And one day, we will see a free Palestine from the river to the sea. We won't stop until the end of occupation. Today, ceasefire, tomorrow, liberation. We won't stop till the end of occupation. Today, ceasefire, tomorrow, liberation.
They're part of a consortium from the US, the UK, Denmark, Netherlands, Canada, Australia. I think that's it, sorry. But they make a considerable part of the F-35s. They do that at Samsbury, and in Barrow, BAE make parts for Trident submarines. They're making now the first dreadnought submarine for the new Trident system. Barrow is dominated by the shipyard, visually, politically, economically and psychologically. There are very few other jobs available in the town, and BAE like to get together with the RAF and the Navy and hold events to tell people about their generous sponsorship and about the opportunities for their children to join apprenticeship programs. But many parts of Barrow are very poor. The town needs investment in good green jobs and in jobs that are good for our community, our society, and for the world at large. not in weapons of mass destruction. The UK is going to spend £200 on Trident over its lifetime. And yet the watchdog, which looks at how the progress is going, says that the whole project seems to be unachievable. They're making the reactors at Rolls-Royce in Derby, and they've got so many problems, it looks like they'll never manage to create the reactors needed. The warheads are being made at Aldermaston. They're still new in design city. The government is not reporting about what's happening there. And Keir Starmer likes to say that he could fire a Trident missile independently of the US. But the establishment is actually terrified about what's going to happen now to their so-called independent deterrent, now that Trump can't be trusted to support Britain. The missiles are made in the US and leased from there. The warheads are designed in the US. The whole program is controlled by the US and NATO. So now, more than ever, is the time to scrap our nuclear weapons and develop a foreign policy based on peace, diplomacy, and global justice. So it's a complete obscenity, and now is the time to say, let's get rid of Trident, let's have a completely different foreign policy, let's stop supplying F-35s to Israel. Just recently, 230 international organisations came together to demand that all the countries involved in the F-35 program must stop using just last week, a British government minister said the UK has given it lots of thought and realised that the F-35s are essential for international peace and stability, and they have to be vacant parts the planes that go to Israel. So, the fight for the people of Gaza and the fight to get rid of nuclear weapons and create a just future to stop the rearmament of Europe, which is now set to use all the money that we need for our social services and our health. It's all one fight for a better future. So I hope some of you will come tomorrow next week. There's a coach CND that leaves Chorlton Street at 9:30. So it's not an early one. 9:30 from Chorlton Street. And if you're interested in going, go to the Friends of Palestine store and put your name down with a phone number or an email, and somebody will get in touch and book you a ticket. Thank you. Free Palestine.
Hi guys. I trust you all see the banner in front of you written that UOM must cut ties with Tel Aviv University. Now, military research and development in Israel would not exist without the universities. They carry out all the basic scientific investigations. Those are not my words. Those are the words of Amos Yadlin, a former Major General of the Israeli occupying forces and a professor within Tel Aviv University. Tel Aviv University has never made a secret of its unwavering and steadfast dedication to the Israeli army. But the thing is, calling it simply steadfastness is misleading. Tel Aviv University does not just stand by the Israeli army, it is the Israeli army. It's the Israeli army's recruitment wing. It has not one, not two, but 4 programs that funnel students into the Israeli occupying forces. The Eretz program, a Bachelor of Arts that allows students to learn complex and integral military modules while working through the corridors of Tel Aviv University in full military combat gear. The Galim Master of Science program, the Arazim Master of Science program, the Sagat Master of Science program, all engineering programs that funnel the Master of Science students right into Israel's technological runway. Remember Yasmin's world and look at the absolute field day that Israel's largest arms company has at Tel Aviv University grounds. Elbit Systems, Israel's largest arms company, has access to all the research that Tel Aviv University does in its biorobotic labs. The largest amount of IOM recruits come from Tel Aviv University's engineering faculty because Israel knows that it cannot commit the crimes that it has committed without technological intellect, without ethical doctrines being created in its favor, without law professors sitting down and demand to Palestinians it will be ethical to kill for one Israeli. It knows it can't do this without its universities, without Tel Aviv universities. So when we say that the University of Manchester must cut ties with Tel Aviv University, we're demanding that the University of Manchester cut ties with the Israeli army. It is not an exaggeration. It is not an exaggeration. It is a cold, hard fact. A cold, hard fact that the University of Manchester does not just have tie with an Israeli university. No, the University of Manchester has actively produced information, intellect, money, and weaponry for the Israeli army through its partnership with Tel Aviv University. Because where does do all of those papers go? And where do all of those academic research go? They go right into the Israeli army. Because Tel Aviv University is not a university. There is no separation between civilian entities and military entities in Israel. Civilian entities, academic entities like Tel Aviv University have been created to uphold Israel's occupation. And by University of Manchester continuing to keep its ties to Tel Aviv University, it also upholds, by extension, the Israeli occupation. Academic economics professor Milton Friedman once wrote a paper arguing that we needed large disasters to push through large economic and capital reforms. Fast forward to 2025 and Donald Trump is talking about rebuilding Gaza after the devastating genocide it has gone through. You think he's talking nonsense? I say he's talking about stuff that was written about way before he became president. I stand here and once and for all, I reject and I urge you all to reject the baseless arguments that the University of Manchester says that it is academically neutral. You cannot ever prize academic neutrality. It's fundamentally untrue. It is fundamentally incorrect because academia cannot be neutral. Calling academia neutral is like calling a hammer neutral. A hammer can either be used to build a house or bludgeon someone to death. It is clear that the University of Manchester is using it or the latter. We are students, the students of the University of Manchester, and you, the community that support us, are now standing not only in support of Palestine, but should be used to build houses. We know that our intellect must be used for good. We know that our research, our papers, the hours and hours of work we put on the grindstone should only be used for the good of our fellow human beings. We refuse to be turned into murderers. I set of speeches. Big round of applause for everyone who spoke. It's absolutely heartwarming to see the level of solidarity that has been maintained here in Manchester and the amount of opportunities that we have to get involved in taking action for Palestine. We've heard a couple of them, and I'm going to talk about a couple more. We've got next Saturday the 22nd, there will be a demonstration here, although there may be some local actions yet to be confirmed, but we will be supporting the demonstration against BAE in Barrow and its shameless participation in manufacturing weapons dripping in Palestinian blood. On Tuesday the 25th, there will be a coach to Shenston for the demonstration outside UAB. UAB Engines is a subsidiary, for those of you who don't know, of Elbit Systems, which is the largest weapons manufacturer for Israel. UAB manufacture the engines powering the Hermes 450 drone, which the Israeli military describes as the backbone of their air force. So I need not say any more as to why this justifies our action against them. If you wish to join the demonstration on the 25th, please speak to the lovely people at the store behind you where the flag is waving. They'll undoubtedly assist. Saturday 29th, we will be resuming our Manchester City Centre protests, which have been ongoing consistently since October 7th. The protest will be to commemorate, which occurs on the 30th of every year and serves to honour and commemorate the brutal slaughter of 6 Palestinian martyrs who were fighting for their land, as well as to signify the ongoing struggle against Zionist settler colonialism and to demand the right of Palestinians return to the land from which they were so abhorrently expelled. There is so much we can do. I've listed just 3 of countless. We are all individuals who have become part of a collective, one which strives to improve the state of affairs as we see it, and one day, whether or not we live to see it, those of us here live to see it, our efforts will come to fruition in the form of a liberated Palestine. And so, with that, we will commence our march, and I'm not going to lie, I don't want to hear muted voices today. I want you to be shouting at the top of your lungs, because this is a message that we need to spread throughout the streets of Manchester. It is important that we do so. So repeat after me. Free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! End apartheid! End apartheid! Decolonize!
occupation no more. Israel is a terror state. Free Palestine. Free Palestine. Free Palestine. Free Palestine. Free Palestine. Palestine will be free. Palestine will be free. Palestine will live forever. Palestine will live forever. Free Palestine! Free Palestine! 1, 2, 3, 4! Occupation no more! 5, 6, 7, 8! Israel is a terror state! 1, 2, 3, 4! Occupation no more! 5, 6, 7, 8! Israel is a terror state! 2, 3, 4! Occupation no more! 5, 6, 7, 8! Israel is a terror state! Terror state! Terror state!
Say again, sir.
What is it for?
Oh, it's the pro-Palestinian protest. They do it every Saturday. They do it in most cities like Leeds. This is a bit bigger than most of them. There's a massive one today in London. A huge
Rubbish
one.
then, to do it every Saturday?
Yeah, every Saturday.
Your prophets are covered in Palestinian blood. Your prophets are covered in Palestinian blood. Your prophets are covered in Palestinian blood. In Palestinian blood. In Palestinian blood. In Palestinian blood. Palestinian blood!
Gang!
Until they cut their ties with Israel, and until the Israeli state doesn't have the backing of all of these big companies making profit out of their war crimes. If the people united will never be defeated. 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 Drag the occupation down! Drag the occupation down! Drag the occupation down! Drag the seat outside right now! Drag the seat outside right now! We want justice, you say how? We want justice, you say how? We want justice, you say how? There is only one solution. Intifada revolution. Intifada revolution. This time you will see. Palestine will be free. Palestine will be free. This time you will see. Palestine will be free. Palestine will be free. Be silent! Stop that bombing now! 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 We won't be silent! Stop that bombing now! We are the people! We won't be silent! Stop that bombing now! We won't stop till the end of occupation! We won't stop till the end of occupation! We won't stop till the end of We won't stop till the end of occupation. Today ceasefire, tomorrow liberation. Today ceasefire, tomorrow man. This short one. Hurriya means freedom. Palestine Arabiya means Palestine is Arab. Israel Arabiya means Israel of peace. And Intifada Shabiya means this is the people's uprising. So repeat after me. Hurriya! 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 Palestine Arabiya! Palestine Arabiya! Palestine Arabiya! Palestine Arabiya! Hurriya! 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 Israel Arabiya! Israel Arabiya! Israel Arabiya! Israel Arabiya! From the belly of the beast. Hands up the Middle East. 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 From the river to the sea. From the river to the sea. From the sea to the river. From the sea to the river. Free Palestine. 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 Free
That was a sticking point.
Free Palestine. Free Palestine. Free Palestine. Stop the crime. Stop the killing. Stop the crime. Silence Palestine. Silence Palestine. Stop the killing. Stop the crime. Stop the killing. Stop the crime. Silence Palestine. Silence Palestine. Silence Palestine. Red, black, white, green. Red, black, white, green. Red, black, white, green. Red, black, white, green. Raise your flags for Palestine. 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 Red, black, white, green. Red, black, white, green. Red, black, white, green. Red, black, white, green. Raise your flags for Palestine. 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 Red, black, white, green. Red, black, white, green. Red, black, white, green. Red, black, white, green. Raise your flags for Palestine. 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 1, 2, 3, 4. Occupation no more. 1, 6, 7, 8. Israel is a terrorist state. 1, 2, 3, 4. Occupation no more. 5, 6, 7, 8. Israel is a terrorist state. Israelism. 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 When I say occupation, you say down, down. The occupation, down, down. The occupation, down, down. The people down, down. The people down, down. People down, down. People down, down. The occupation, down, down. The occupation, down, down. The people down, down. The people down, down.
10 minutes.
We've all seen UOM students have been working very hard holding up this campaign. We also have there's people going around with new research side. Make sure you check it out. All of the day we've got some new chats for you. We're all going to come around together. So please, if
Say again, sir.
There's enough cops there, aren't there?
Yeah, is it because they're off to the uni? Normally there's only like 4 or 5, so I'm guessing it's just because they're off to the uni. It's like, you never say, it's like in Leeds they only have like 4 or 5, that's why I thought, oh, there's, so I can conclude it's because they're off to the uni, maybe they're thinking they're going to do something, you know.
If only.
Well, you know, because in London they had somebody climb the clock, and so they might be all alert. Yeah, that's all I can think of.
Second one now. Repeat after me. What does our tuition fund? What does our tuition fund? Israel's missile tanks and guns. Israel's missiles, tanks and guns. What does our tuition fund? What does our tuition fund? Israel's missiles, tanks and guns. Israel's missiles, tanks and guns. Alright, one more. This one's about Tel Aviv University, Israel's biggest academic army base. Please repeat after me. They say it's a learning place. 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 We know it's an army base. 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 They say it's a learning place. They say it's a learning place. We know it's an army base. We know it's an army base. They say it's a learning place. They say it's a learning place. We know it's an army base. 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 Try this one. Disclose, divest. We will not stop, we will not rest. Disclose, divest. We will not stop, we will not rest. Disclose, divest. We will not stop, we will not rest. Disclose, divest. We will not stop, we will not rest. Disclose, divest. Innovation. This is not innovation. This is not innovation. This is not innovation. You will run the administration. You will run You are lads, can't you see? You are funding war machines. You are lads, you will see. You are lads, you will see. Palestine will be free. Palestine will be free. From the river to the sea. From the river to the sea. From the sea to the river. From the sea to the river. We know it's an army base. They say it's a learning place. We know it's an army base. demonstration. You are from before machines. Where you will see. You will where you will see. Palestine will be.
You will see. Palestine will be free. Administration, stop supporting occupation. Administration, this is not innovation. I'm going to tell you all a story of just one of the Palestinian villages that was ethnically cleansed in 1948. This is the village of Sheikh Marlis, where the over 2,000 Palestinians who lived there were forced from their village, displacing them from the land that their families had called home for centuries. They left behind them vast citrus groves. They left behind them the cemetery where generations of their families were buried. And they left behind them the village's 2 primary schools. They would never be allowed to return to these homes. They would never set eyes again, most of them, on the village that had shaped so much of their lives. Instead, the Zionist militias claimed the land for the newly formed state of Israel. First, using the village's homes for military purposes, before handing them off to Jewish settler owners. If you were to visit the land of Sheikh Marlis, you would see no commemoration, not even an acknowledgement of this act of ethnic cleansing. Instead, you would see Tel Aviv University. You would see the home of the Palestinian, Ibrahim Abu Khil. Now, the home is used as a conference centre at Tel Aviv University's faculty club, and is named after an Italian architect. Shame!
Shame!
The Zionist state has attempted to erase the history of Sheikh Marlis and replace it with Tel Aviv University, where once Palestinians laid their loved ones to rest, you would see student accommodation. Where once Palestinian children walked to school, you would see armed soldiers of the Israeli army walking to class. You would not see a university which concerns itself with teaching. You would not see a university concerned with curiosity or truth-seeking. You would see an academic army base concerned only with researching weapons of destruction and the methods of occupation. A university that during the genocide in Gaza set up an engineering war room to develop technology to support Israel's capabilities. A university that claims to transform civilians into elite soldiers through an intensive degree program training Israelis hand-picked by the military. A university who provides extensive research to Elbit Systems, Israel's largest weapons company. There is no part of Tel Aviv University whose hands are not drenched in Palestinian blood. The archaeology department steals artifacts from the West Bank against international law and works with settler organisations to displace Palestinians in East Jerusalem. Their commercialisation wing, TAU Ventures, invests in state-of-the-art quadcopter drones used to murder Gazans in their own homes. The Centre for Middle Eastern and African Studies acts as a node of the Israeli intelligence apparatus, with the head of the so-called Palestinian Studies Forum describing the defunding of UNRWA as an opportunity for Zionism. Tel Aviv University is rotten to its core. Knowing these facts, in 2021, despite opposition from over 200 staff members at this university, the University of Manchester decided to begin a shameful joint research fund with Tel Aviv University. Shame! Shame on UOM! This ship has since been renewed 3 times, and now, despite the ongoing genocide, and after 6 weeks of students leading an encampment right here on this grass and showing their opposition, the university now plans to renew it again. This cannot be allowed. The University of Manchester can have no excuses for partnering with this institution. No 2 sides, no claims of academic freedom. Any university that chooses to work with Tel Aviv University is choosing the side of occupation. We must choose the side of liberation. We, the people of Manchester, must work tirelessly to force this university to end its partnership and all of its other ties with Zionism. If the university chooses to renew this research fund, we must come out stronger than ever before to show that Tel Aviv University is not welcome in our city. We must remind anyone involved in this partnership that the horrific scenes we have seen coming out of Gaza are intimately tied to the actions of our government here and our institutions and our universities in Britain. Our actions here in support of those resisting inside of Palestine will be a vital cornerstone of liberation. UOM, shame, shame!
UOM, shame, shame!
All the crimes in your name!
All the crimes in your name!
UOM administration!
UOM administration!
Stop supporting occupation!
Stop supporting occupation!
UOM administration!
UOM administration!
This is not innovation!
This is not innovation!
This is a shout out for an action we can all get involved in next Saturday. And sometimes we can actually feel real despair and we can feel there's nothing we can do. And I've always believed action is the antidote to despair. Right? So next week, starting from Friday the 21st, is Israeli Apartheid Week. It goes on for 9 days. But on the Saturday, we're asking all the neighbourhood groups, there's 16 of us within Greater Manchester, ranges from Cheadle, Oldham, Bury, Didsbury, Levenshulme, Chorlton, Withington, right? 7 of those groups are going to be doing consumer boycott stalls. It's a fantastically easy thing to do. You just set up a kind of, like a wallpapering table. You've got a few leaflets and stickers. It's just an opportunity to talk to people, right? We don't tend to have much opportunity on these rallies to talk with people. You usually get a little bit of kind of comments from the sidelines. When you're in your neighbourhood, right, people walk past, they might recognise you, people stop. You've got an opportunity to say to them, as consumers, we have choices. We have choices of what we can buy, what we don't buy. We can support justice simply by what we buy. And we're asking people not to buy Israeli apartheid produce, because the sale of Israeli apartheid produce funds the Israeli economy, it funds the settlements, it funds the illegal occupation. Okay? So if you are part of one of those 16 groups, we have 7 of you already going to be doing consumer boycott stalls next week. Come and have a quick word with me. We will supply you with all the leaflets you need, we can supply you with all the stickers we need, we can't give you a table, and we give you guidance on how to run a consumer boycott stall. Most of those groups, those 7 groups, have also been supermarket sweeps, where we go into supermarkets and we clear the store of all Israeli produce. It's a fantastic thing to do, and we usually finish that with a customer announcement. So we explain to customers why it is we're asking people to not buy Israeli apartheid produce. And you'd be amazed, by the time we finish, we usually have a crowd of about 30 or 40, including the management of the store, who come to listen. Most of those people will actually clap and cheer at the end, And when the manager saying, well, you've got to get out, you're not allowed to do this, you start saying, well, I've never seen any of your customer announcements where people stand by and clap and cheer. There is a lot of interest out there. People want to find ways of being able to show their solidarity. It's fantastic we come out every week on the marches. These are little actions that we can all take. It's a very easy thing to do. Go into supermarkets, put stickers onto Israeli apartheid goods, move them, shift them, make disrupt the sale of Israeli apartheid goods. If we start doing this week in, week out, the supermarkets will soon get the message it's not worth stocking Israeli apartheid goods when those goods come from other countries, okay? So, if you're interested in getting involved in it, it's just a little action, but it's a fantastic action, and it's about talking with people who might be sympathetic but needs a little bit more prompting. Come and have a quick word with me, and we'll make sure you get your stickers, leaflets, and the guidance notes for next Saturday. Free Palestine!
Sorry?
Continue. Free! Hello, my name is Joshua from Fight Racism, Fight Imperialism and the Revolutionary Communist Group, and I'll be speaking about the SOAS 2 campaign. Sarah, who is a student at SOAS University of London, has been charged, and another SOAS student comrade has been arrested under Section 12 of the Terrorism Act. The supposed crime is to have made speeches on behalf of the SOAS Fight Racism, Fight Imperialism Society, supporting the internationally recognized right of the Palestinians to armed resistance against occupation. Free speech is under attack. The right to express any support for the Palestinian struggle for national liberation is at stake in this case. The alleged terrorism offense carries a penalty of up to 14 years in prison. Sarah is due to attend Westminster Magistrates Court at 10 a.m. on Monday, 24th of March, where supporters will mobilize to demand that all charges are dropped and all investigations against the SOAS 2 are ended. If you're in London, we urge you to be there. If you're in Manchester or elsewhere, we're calling you to share this case widely, spread awareness, and support the campaign in any way you can. We know why this is happening. The British state wants to criminalize solidarity with Palestine to protect its imperialist interests in the Middle East. The Israeli state is an outpost of imperialism. It is responsible for the mass murder of over 60,000 Palestinians since October 2023. The Zionist supporters of this genocide want support for Palestinian rights to be outlawed. We cannot allow this to happen. From London to Manchester to New York, the message is clear. If you oppose Zionism, racism, imperialism, if you fight for Palestinian liberation, you will be targeted. Just look at the case of Mahmoud Khalil, a student activist who was arrested by ICE, or Dana Abu Omar, the Palestinian student studying at the University of Manchester, whose visa was revoked by the Labour government for speaking out. Across Britain, students are being suspended, arrested, and intimidated for supporting Palestine. But resistance is not terrorism. The right to resist oppression is enshrined in international law. United Nations General Assembly Resolution 2743 and the Geneva Conventions Protocol 1 explicitly gives Palestinians and all oppressed peoples the right to resist their oppressors by any available means, including armed struggle. This basic right of oppressed peoples was won through revolutionary and anti-colonial struggles in the 20th century. It is incompatible with Zionism, a racist, settler ideology. A conviction would have devastating consequences for freedom of speech in Britain. It would mean that anyone expressing support for the rights of oppressed people to resist racism, colonialism, and occupation can be tried under the Terrorism Act. FRFI has a history of standing up for democratic rights in this country and resisting oppression and racism by the British state, under Tory and Labour governments alike. We will not be censored and we will not be silent. We stand for the rights of the working class in Britain and internationally against imperialism. If you value your democratic right to free speech, if you support the self-determination of Palestine, Kashmir, Kurdistan, or Ireland, if you support the right of the oppressed to resist this racist system, then you must now defend the SOAS 2. A quick reminder, resistance is not terrorism. Drop all charges now, defend the SOAS 2. We have We have a stall on the left. If you like to sign the petition, then please do. Thank you very much, everyone.
Free, free! Free, free! I can't count the amount of times we have stood here and there and inside university buildings.
Right, I'm bored now.
Demanding it, cut
So I
ties with
can't be
Israel.
bothered hanging about much longer.
As I stand here doing it
Don't think
again,
it's going to
I
happen.
can't help but feel reduced.
So I'll leave it there.
I'm reduced to demanding what should be a very basic thing. Don't have ties.